we've come into the downtown hustle and bustle to meet with Andy. Thanks for meeting us before your show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So Andy, you emailed us about some of your struggles with social media and finding out that whole viral space. We're going to help you out. We're going to get started inside with Facebook. Follow me. So Andy, the first thing I've done here is I've loaded up your Facebook account.
Yeah, like most people, I have a Facebook account, but I don't really use it that much.
And it's about you as a person, right? So you've got things that you have done, like your friends from high school. You've got what you did on Saturday night, maybe some things that you plan on doing.
Exactly.
But this is about you as an individual. And what we're going to do today is we're going to set up you as a musician or as an artist. We're going to create something called a Facebook page.
Oh, you mean like a group?
A lot of people do make that mistake of comparing groups to pages. These are actually different. Here, I'll show you an example. This is a company, Starbucks, we all recognize that. They've actually created a page, and this is a dedicated page to just Starbucks. It's not an individual, it's a company, and they've got close to 14 million people who have actually liked this page, and that becomes very powerful, and I'll talk about that more in a minute.
Well, Starbucks is huge. They got 14 million people, but I'm just a small-time guy trying to get started. How?
That's a good example. Well, I've loaded up another one here of a smaller business. This is actually a local daycare. It's called Sweet Peas.
Wow.
And what they're doing is they're using a Facebook page to basically engage with the people in the community that use their service. And this is where it becomes very powerful. It's not about the person, it's about the business. And this business is now able to share with the people that interact with it. So people are putting things like pictures, different events that might be coming up, and you can start to get a sense of how this can be very powerful for you as a band. One other thing that I should mention is that Facebook pages, you don't have to have friends in order to see them. Anybody with an internet browser has the ability to access a Facebook page.
So once I set this page up, anybody can see it?
Anybody can see it. What we're going to do is we want to make sure that we get a certain amount of people to like you, because once we get at least 25 people to actually like your page, that allows us to create a URL. You can look at here with the Sweet Peas Cottage. That URL is quite a long and difficult thing.
Yeah.
If you look at the Starbucks one, once we have a minimum of 25 people, we can actually have facebook.com/Andy's band, or in your case, the Ando band.
Oh, wow, that would be perfect. I can put it on business cards. I can put it on flyers.
That's a great example. You can promote that Facebook page. The cool thing is that as everybody likes your page, that's going to show up in their own news feeds on their personal account pages. So what happens there is that's where the viral activity takes place. Oh. Someone says, hey, I like this thing. Someone who's their friend who's never heard of your band before sees that in their news feed. They check it out. Maybe they like their page, and you can see now how the entire world becomes the potential audience for what you're doing, and that can take your band from where it is today to being on the big stage.
Yeah, I could totally see that happening, because my biggest problem is trying to get people to come to my shows, and I don't know how to get the word out.
Well, let's take the first step here. The first thing you do to create a page is you just go down to ads and pages, and once I click on that, you'll see I'll be able to create a page, and we've actually taken a few steps just to get this started for you. So you can see here I've got your page set up. It's really basic right now. I've put in a picture. One of the first things you want to do is go to the info tab. That's where you're going to put the information about your band. Now remember, this isn't about you anymore as an individual. This is about you and the band. So currently the members, we put in you, your genre, the 80s funk, obviously, the record label. Another important one I want to show quickly, events. Oh. So obviously you guys have shows coming up.
Yeah.
So this is where you can actually put in those events.
You know what? That's exactly what I've been looking for.
When you create a Facebook page, you have to commit to putting this information in there, because the more you share with your potential fans, the more they're going to interact with that content, the more it's going to spread virally. So don't just create a page and let it sit there. You have to make a dedicated effort with you and anyone else in the band to start sharing information. Once you do that, you'll be blown away at how close you can get to our friend Starbucks.
Wow. I sure hope I can have that many fans.